What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hello, my friends. I'm Michael Unbroken, host of the Think Unbroken podcast and founder of ThinkUnbroken.com. And I'm honored to be your trauma coach and mentor because I believe that everyone is capable of getting unstuck, cultivating self-love, and becoming the hero of their own story. I believe that when implemented correctly, the practical tools and education you will receive from this show will help you lead an unbroken and extraordinary life. I believe that no matter what we come from, that we all have the ability to choose ourselves first, to create and manifest a powerful and grace-filled future and love the reflection in the mirror. I believe that every day is a day to grow, learn, heal, and change. That's why I started my company, ThinkUnbroken.com, which is an online training and healing and personal growth platform where you get everything that I know about how to get motivated, be accountable, get out of the vortex, and become the hero of your own story through community, connection, and commitment. For more information, visit ThinkUnbroken.com. Please listen closely as you may learn just one thing that will help you be unbroken. And please share this episode with at least 3 of your friends because we all need community and connection in our healing journey. And be sure to DM me and tag me on Instagram at Michael Unbroken so that I can say hi. I just want to thank you again for being a part of this, for listening and being a member of the Unbroken Nation. Now, let's get into today's show and make the world unbroken. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world today. Super excited to be back with you with another episode. And today I want to talk to you about what it actually means to build momentum in your life. I think that often people misconstrue this idea of momentum in their life with having to do all the things all of the time. Well, that's not how you create change in your life, because the truth is you will burn out. You won't make it. You won't survive. You'll find yourself in this position where you're like, man, I'm exhausted. I've done everything all the time, because you can be great at anything, but you can't be great at everything. A quote from one of my mentors, Grant Cardone. And that quote hit me really hard the first time I heard it, because I was like, that's so true. You can't be great at everything, but you can be great at anything. But being great at anything involves you making a choice and a decision to make massive action and change in your life towards the goals that you want to have. And people think that you have to do 10,000 things every single day to have the life that you want to have. And I will tell you this, that's not true. What you have to do in order to have the life that you want to have is you have to get first clarity about the life that you want, down to the granular and microscopic detail. I mean, you have to get so clear about the kind of dog you want, the kind of clothes you want to wear, the kind of car you want to drive, the kind of place you want to live, the kind of relationship you want to be in, the kind of food you eat. You need to map out your life to a T. Then you need to apply massive amounts of patience. You guys have heard me talk about this ad nauseum. Patience is my favorite word. I teach it to my clients immediately when we come into coaching. Teach it to you here in the podcast. Patience is everything. And then in that, looking at building momentum starts with incremental and granular decisions. One choice every single day that moves you towards the life that you want to have is a choice that creates change in your life. People think they have to uproot their life, blow everything up, do everything at once, and it's just not true. Now, sometimes you do. That's truth. I've had to have that experience in my own life, but I've seen the most stellar growth in my life when I start with one action. One action every single day over the course of 365 days is 365 actions that you have taken towards creating the life that you want to have. So think about that. If you multiply that 365 actions over a decade, we are talking about thousands of individual choices that have moved you towards the life that you want. And those actions start with getting really clear about what you want. And then when it comes to making the choice and the decisions to move towards those actions, filtering those through your value systems while simultaneously giving yourself the space to trust your intuition in that you are making the right choice. You have to stop negotiating with yourself. You have to stop putting yourself in a position where you allow yourself excuses, and you must adopt the mentality of no excuses, just results. Because the truth is, we can always make excuses. It's so easy. It's way easier to watch TV than read a book. It's way easier to eat McDonald's than it is to eat a salad. Trust me, I know. I'm raising my hand as guilty first in this. I'm not passing judgment or accusation here. I'm just stating the reality. And so, one of the things that you have to look at and understand as you move deeper into this and trusting your intuition and understanding your value system and taking the actions is that when you are patient on a long enough timeline, your life will be different than it is today. We all have the ability to create massive change in our life. Just by listening to this, you are putting yourself in a position to create massive change in your life. But you have to have clarity about what that change is that you want. If you don't know what the change is that you want, then you'll be effectively doing nothing. A lot of little changes that go nowhere. But if you have a North Star, if you look at your life from the perspective of mapping out a course, and you say, this is what I want it to be, and you understand that when it comes to time frames, it might actually take you 25 years to achieve that, and you accept within that that you are going to have to work for it, and there's going to be a certain level of, I hate to say it, but I don't have another word for it, of suffering on the way. And suffering, I don't necessarily mean physically, mentally, emotionally, but just the discomfort of changing is suffering to some extent, because you're starting to learn more about yourself. And the only way that you do that is that you take these incremental actions every single day to change the narrative or understanding that you have about what you're capable of to move towards what you want to have. So many people say, well, I don't have confidence. I don't have self-esteem. I don't believe in myself. And I believe that those are things that are earned and learned through repetition. Because the first time you've done everything in your life, you sucked at it, period. You were never fucking proficient the first time you did something. You sucked. That's the fucking truth. That's the reality. And then you did it more and more and more and more. And eventually you got better at it. You got good, you got great, you got proficient, you got excellent, right? However you want to map that on the scale, because you kept putting in the reps. That applies to everything in life, from the way that you talk to yourself, to how you eat, to how you work out, to how you communicate with people, to how you lead teams, to how you build businesses, to how you show up as a partner, to how you play sports, to everything. Like, it literally is everything. Momentum is everything in life. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Michael here. I just wanted to take a moment and invite you to the Think Unbroken community coaching sessions. We start these sessions at the beginning of every month, and we take a deep dive into the baseline and frameworks of what it means to get out of the vortex and become the hero of your own story through community, connection, commitment, and education. You can learn more about this at healtraumacoach.com, where you can fill out an application and sign up for a trauma healing call with me or my team to see if the Think Unbroken community coaching sessions is right for you. That's at healtraumacoach.com. We start at the beginning of every month. I cannot wait to see you there. And I'll be honest with you, if I'm not the right fit for you, we will help you find the person that can help you on your journey. But momentum is about individual choices. Now, today it's one choice. I'm going to do this over that. Oh, okay, cool. I notice my life seems different. And then slowly over time, as you build up not only the confidence and the self-belief in your ability to do those things, then you start to add layers. And then it becomes 2 choices, and then 3 choices, and then 4. And then suddenly, one of the interesting things that happens is your life is always about the uncomfortable choices that you are making to put yourself in a position to have the life that you want to have. Because as you start to grow and scale up through those choices and decisions, you notice that you'll hit plateaus. And then if you step into this the right way and you really think about possibility, then you start to rinse and repeat that to the point that your life becomes so grandiose and big that it's unrecognizable from where it is right now. If you truly want to create the life that you want to have, you have to ask yourself this question: what am I willing to do to have the life that I want to have? When I asked myself that question, when I looked in the mirror, the answer was no excuses, just results. And in that, I made a choice. I made a decision for myself. I made very clear that no matter what it took, if I had to fucking walk through glass, if I had to suffer in ways unimaginable, I was going to build the life I wanted to have. Today, my life is very different than it was when I made that decision, when I asked myself this question. But I promise you when I say I'm at least 30 years away from this goal, from everything that I see that's next. It might be longer. Like, truthfully, I don't know, because my mission is to end generational trauma in my lifetime. My mission is to make myself obsolete. My mission is to help people in such an emphatic way that they will pick up my book in 100 years and go, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why would someone need to heal from childhood trauma? That is my mission. And I'm so clear about that I'm willing to do what it takes. Now, along that journey, that also means I have to take care of myself and take care of my people and take care of my body and my employees and take care of all the things that come along with the territory. And so no excuses, just results isn't about just only the mission. It's also about every single decision I make all day long. And again, it's not that I don't make mistakes. I do. Every single day. I just made one, see, trying to get it out. Like, I'm going to make a mistake every day. I'm going to fail every day because that is a part of the journey. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. That doesn't mean I'm going to let up. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go as hard as I can towards creating that life every day. And in that, on some days, I'm going to rest because that's taking care of myself. I'm not going to sacrifice some days. And you got to get clear on this. And it's going to take you time. And you're going to have to wrap your mind around trusting your heart, your soul, your spirit, your body, your intuition. Because when you get that level of clarity with yourself, you will never make the wrong choice. And so what I want you to think about is, how are you measuring yourself? What are you looking at in your life as the point of contact for how you operate, for the decisions you make, for how you move? Are you holding yourself to a level that's unachievable anytime, right? And even if it is, are you doing it anyway? Because the thing is, like, I understand that I'm probably not going to end generational trauma in my lifetime. I understand that. I rationalize that. I accept that. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. And in that, I don't have a level of perfection around it that states I have to do all the things perfect on the way there. I'm not holding myself to that level, right? I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to get it done. And so every day I take an action, I move towards that in some capacity. So as you're building your life, as you're creating what's next, as you're stepping into your healing journey, as you're healing your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, your community, your family, your neighborhood, whatever that thing is, as you're doing that, ask yourself this question: what am I willing to do to have the life that I want to have? And when you get to the place that the answer is no excuses, just results, and you hold yourself accountable and you take one single action every day to move towards that on a long enough timeline, my friend, your life will be everything that you imagined. So thank you so much for listening. As usual, I appreciate you so much. Please like, subscribe, leave a review. It means the world to me. I go and read every single one. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see ya. Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor, and when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend.